is here. The champ is here. Well, let's look and see who was the champ. Knicks, Spurs, each player on the winning team getting $530K, and that's why everybody's happy. Jordan Clarkson said he's going to pay his rent with it, so we'll see about that. Game tied at 17. Yup. Karl-Anthony Towns double teamed by Wemby. And so what does he do? Karl-Anthony Towns, you know he can do that. Look at that whip pass to OG. What's up, OG? Getting the dunk. What a pass by Towns. The Knicks connection working. They're up 2 early. Later in the first half, Spurs up 3. Wemby, mid-range jumper. They're up 5. Spurs up 3 here. In transition, Devin Vassell the miss. Steph Castle gets it. Back to Vassell. Look at this ball movement on this team. The Spurs are like a revelation right now. Huge poster slam by Vassell. Spurs up 5. Later, Wemby gets the steal. Wemby ahead to Castle. The finish. And Spurs up 7. Castle all fired up. And it's a ball game. This thing was good through and through. De'Aaron Fox with the turnover. Knicks pushing it. OG. 20 in the first half. His first time scoring 20-plus in any half this season. Knicks down 2 at the break. Third quarter. Spurs up 5. De'Aaron Fox stops, pops, gets the 3. Look at what he does after. There's Spike Lee. And look at what Fox is doing. You see that? Taunting the superfan. You gonna pay for that? We shall see. And there, Vassell to Wemby for the throwdown. Sweet reverse slam. Spurs up 5 after 3. Fourth quarter. Knicks down 3. Jordan Clarkson. This is why they got him. To hit threes at big moments. They tie it up at 94. Couple possessions later. Anunoby misses the corner 3. Mitchell Robinson gets it. Out to Clarkson. Yeah. He hits that 3. Spike Lee dancing on the sideline. Could this mean a Knicks championship? Hold it, hold it. Let's see. Brunson, the floater. He had 25, and the Knicks go up 5. Next New York possession. Same score. Josh Hart, feeling it. Hits the 3. The Knicks getting closer. Under 2 minutes to play. Tyler Kolek driving out to Anunoby. Splash. Ball game. Knicks go on to win 124-113. They get the NBA Cup championship. The Knicks get a championship. Believe it, folks. George Sedano with OG Anunoby after the game.
OG, this franchise, the Knicks, has not won a championship of any kind in over 50 years. What does it feel like to win this?
I mean, it's awesome. Anytime you win anything, it's awesome. You know, that's our goal, to win everything we do. So to come in here, this cool tournament, and we walk away winners, that's awesome.
You guys were able to pull away in the fourth quarter. There was a moment where your head coach, Mike Brown, got tested. He broke his whiteboard because of the lack of defensive effort and intensity. What was that huddle like, and what happened after that?
Just challenging us, you know, challenged us to step up to the occasion, and we did it. You know, we came out, we upped the physicality. We did what we normally do, and we came out, we won.
With you, that first half, you had 20 points in the first half. You hadn't had 20 points in any half at any point this season. What was that like in the first half to keep your team in it?
I mean, I'm always aggressive, you know. I work on my game a lot, and my teammates instill confidence in me, and I have my own confidence. So I'm glad I was able to show it tonight.
How do you feel like this could propel you? We've seen Indiana come here, go to the finals. OKC lost here. They ended up in the finals. This tournament has propelled teams. How does this potentially propel you guys?
They're just testing us, you know, mid-season testing us, because that's what the playoffs are going to be like, you know. Great teams, having to make adjustments, being challenged, and, you know, responding.
Kendrick Perkins joins us now. Look, Perk, the Spurs were up 5 after 3, but the Knicks ended up pulling away and winning this one. What was behind that Knicks fourth quarter surge?
Well, I tell you what, wasn't that a brawl for it all? Shout out to Adam Silver for putting this on for the fan base, right, in the NBA. But what happened was the new system, the new head coach, it kicked in, and Mike Brown. And we saw the trust that they have in all of those guys outside of Jalen Brunson and Karl-Anthony Towns. We saw Kolek and Jordan Clarkson come up with big bucket after bucket in those huge minutes. We saw OG Anunoby, baby Scottie Pippen, do what he do, had 28 points tonight, some crucial threes in the fourth quarter. And then you have the best closer in the game, in my opinion, Jalen Brunson. When it matters the most, he's known to take over fourth quarters. We saw the Spurs try to throw a double team at him. He had the trust to make the extra pass, put guys in position to be successful. And here we are tonight. The Knicks are going to be raising a banner in Madison Square Garden come here in a few days.
I like how you chuckle because we haven't seen that in half a century. So good for the Knicks. Now, let's talk about the Spurs. I said this in the highlight. I mean, this is a team that I think surprised a lot of people. They play fast. They play great. The Spurs couldn't close this one out. But what's impressed you about the Spurs squad this season?
Well, we know who Victor Wembanyama is. We know he's not normal. We know he's a creative player. We get that. But it's been the perimeter play, not just of De'Aaron Fox, but the young guys. When you look at a guy like Stephon Castle, who night in and night out has been flirting with triple doubles. He had 15 assists tonight, the playmaking, right? The combination, the trust that they have in him to be able to be a ball handler. I'm looking at a young guy, Dylan Harper, who came up big again tonight. Although they lost, they put the world on notice, and on this big stage, they delivered. They didn't deliver in great fashion because they didn't get the win, but they delivered in good fashion, enough to say that the Spurs are legit title contenders, right? We know who Victor Wembanyama is, but now we know the rest of this roster, and I'm sitting right here tonight saying that they're legit title contenders.
You know,
if they play the way that they played tonight and have been playing all season, they could definitely have a shot at winning the NBA championship.
Let me tell you, Trevor over here to my right's raising an eyebrow, but I actually back you because I let me just say this. They beat OKC, and they gave the Knicks a matchup. Sorry, Trevor. He's getting mad at me over here. Perk, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
All right, later.
Over to the NFL, a look at the NFC West standings for you. With
kicked in and Mike Brown, and we saw the trust that they have in all of those guys outside of Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns. We saw Kolak and Jordan Clarkson come up with big bucket after bucket in those huge minutes. We saw OG Anunoby, baby Scottie Pippen, do what he do, had 28 points tonight, some crucial threes in the fourth quarter. And then you have the best closer in the game, in my opinion, Jalen Brunson. When it matters the most, he's known to take over fourth quarters. We saw the Spurs try to throw a double team at him. He had the trust to make the extra pass, put guys in position to be successful. And here we are tonight. The Knicks are going to be raising a banner in Madison Square Garden come here in a few days.
I like how you chuckle because we haven't seen that in half a century. So good for the Knicks. Now, let's talk about the Spurs. I said this in the highlight. I mean, this is a team that I think surprised a lot of people. They play fast. They play great. The Spurs couldn't close this one out. But what's impressed you about the Spurs squad this season?
Well, we know who Victor Wembanyama is. We know he's not normal. We know he's a creative player. We get that. But it's been the perimeter play, not just of De'Aaron Fox, but the young guys. When you look at a guy like Stephon Castle,